Dear listener, if you've recently felt someone close to you being a bit off, more quiet or nervous, there's a reason behind it that the angels want you to know. This person has something big they want to tell you, but they're scared of how you'll react. They're worried you might turn away and never come back. Imagine carrying a secret so heavy that it weighs down every smile, every conversation. This person has thought about opening up to you many times, but the fear of losing you always stops them. They're scared that once the truth is out, things will never be the same. They fear you might see them in a new light, or that the secret might be too much for you to handle. Their heart beats fast every time they think about telling you. What if this truth is too hard for you to take? What if it changes what you think about them? They're stuck in a tough spot, worried about changing everything you have together. But still, a little voice keeps telling them they need to share the truth. Have you ever been right on the edge of telling someone something really important? Feeling like if you say it out loud, it might be scarier than keeping it inside? That's where they are, caught in a whirl of what ifs and maybes, each one scarier than the last. They keep wondering how you'll react. Will you be upset, shocked, or maybe even understand? These questions make them very anxious, leaving them stuck, not knowing what to do. The more they think about it, the more they realize they're not just afraid of losing you. They're also afraid of losing the way you see them. The person who's been there for laughs, shared memories, and quiet moments might look different to you once this secret is out. And that's a scary thought. They're really scared that if they tell you, you might walk away forever, leaving everything you've built together behind. They need to share their secret but are terrified that it might push you away forever. Whether it's a past mistake, a hidden secret, or feelings they've kept to themselves, it's something they feel could change everything between you. If you've noticed someone close to you has been acting differently, more withdrawn or jittery, there's a significant reason for this change. They're grappling with a deep secret that they desperately want to share with you, but the fear of your reaction paralyzes them. They are troubled by thoughts that revealing this secret could push you away forever. Each time they approach the moment of truth, fear clutches their heart and silences them. This person is terrified that once they unveil their secret, the dynamics of your relationship might transform irreversibly. They worry about how you'll perceive them afterward, concerned that their revelation might be overwhelming for you. The thought of altering how you view them, or perhaps burdening you with too much truth, causes their heart to race with anxiety each time they consider confiding in you. What if their truth is too burdensome? What if it completely changes the way you think about them? They find themselves caught in a painful dilemma, maintaining the status quo, which feels increasingly suffocating, or releasing the truth, which, while potentially liberating, also carries significant risks. This internal tug-of-war is exhausting and emotionally draining. They oscillate between the desire to be transparent and the fear of the unknown consequences that their honesty might provoke. Have you ever felt stuck in such a situation, where you're torn between speaking up because it feels right and staying silent because you fear the fallout? They constantly speculate on how you might react. Will the truth shock you? Will it hurt you? Or perhaps could it lead to a deeper understanding between you? These questions haunt them, feeding into a cycle of anxiety and hesitation that they find hard to break. Every day they face this battle, wanting to share their burden but held back by the apprehension of possibly damaging your relationship. They're stuck in this loop of what ifs, each scenario painting a different picture of the aftermath, but none promising certainty. The more they think about it, the heavier the weight becomes, not just of the secret itself, but also of the growing strain on their ability to interact with you openly and authentically. This ongoing struggle is not just about fear of rejection or judgment, it's about not wanting to disrupt the harmony and trust that you've built together. They value your relationship deeply, and the thought of losing that connection or altering it in a way that might not be repairable is terrifying to them. In this challenging time, as they navigate their fears and anxieties, your understanding and patience can be crucial. They need to feel safe in sharing their truth, knowing that regardless of the outcome, the bond you share holds enough strength and resilience to endure trials. In moments like these, the foundation of trust and mutual respect you've established is more important than ever. They hope that when the time comes, this foundation will support both of you, whatever the revelations may be. These worries make them feel anxious all the time, making it hard for them to focus or even relax. The longer they wait, the worse it gets, and they feel like they're losing their peace of mind. They question everything. How did things get to this point? And how can they find a way out? The stakes are really high for them, and they can't help but wonder if telling the truth, despite the risks, might finally give them some relief. Or could it drive a bigger wedge between you? This person really cares about you and doesn't want to lose you, which is why the thought of you feeling betrayed by their confession is so hard for them. But they also respect you a lot. They've seen how strong and kind you are, how you handle tough situations with ease. They admire you so much that they're terrified of letting you down. Despite their fears, they know you're understanding and kind-hearted. They believe you know that everyone makes mistakes, and that these mistakes don't define us. They're holding on to hope that if they share their truth with you, it might actually make your bond stronger, because it shows they trust you enough to be completely honest. They're at a point where they feel stuck, but they hope your relationship is strong enough to handle this storm. They believe in your ability to forgive and in the strong connection you've built together. The fear of losing you is huge, but their hope in your understanding and support gives them a little courage to maybe, one day, share their whole truth with you. This person close to you has been really quiet and nervous because they have something important to tell you, but they're afraid of how you might react. They really value you and depend on having you in their life. They've watched you handle tough times with strength and honesty, and while they really respect that, they're scared this might be the one time you feel they've gone too far. Your guardian angels want you to know that this person isn't hesitating because they don't trust you, they're just really worried about the possible outcomes. They understand that hearing the truth can sometimes hurt, and they don't want to cause you any more pain. At the same time, they know keeping this secret isn't good either. It's like a wall between you, stopping them from being completely true and open. The angels suggest that you think about how you'd respond if they decide to share their truth. You have a kind heart that can listen and make choices that respect both your feelings and the strong bond you've built. While you absolutely have the right to protect yourself and make boundaries, it's also good to remember that everyone messes up sometimes. No matter what you decide, always remember you deserve to be treated with respect, honesty, and love. And here's a little prayer for this situation, Lord. Please help them as they face the challenge of sharing their truth. Give them the courage to be honest, knowing that truth, even when it's hard, can heal and bring people closer. Let them find understanding and kindness, and move forward with peace in their heart. Amen. Trust your gut, listen to your heart, and remember, forgiveness is a powerful thing that can heal many wounds. Show your support by giving super thanks up to $20.